Ready for basketball questions, Nick?
Yes. Let's talk basketball.
Only the third day. What was the plan? I guess we haven't talked about what you did yesterday as well. Like, what has been kind of the agenda?
Oh, basketball-wise?
Yeah, basketball-wise.
We're trying to address areas where we can get better, build on the areas where we're already strong, and good thing is we have so many players back that it's not taking long to install things because everybody's pretty comfortable with what we're doing. But we're getting pretty specific with passing accuracy. We're trying to improve on our actual fundamentals, passing the ball. We want to layer our offense a little bit, add some options on stuff that we already do. Those are the things we're working on. Besides just training camp, you know, getting used to it and getting in shape and all that stuff.
You say passing accuracy, is that something that you identified last year? Passing too low?
I would say we are the most unselfish team around, but we're probably an average passing team in terms of our fundamentals. And you know, our guys see everything and they move and they pass and cut. They're totally unselfish, but you just see on tape a lot guy catching the ball at his shoelaces instead of in his shooting pocket. There's a dramatic difference in makes and misses when you get a bad pass or a good pass. So trying to work on that a little bit.
A lot of times on those passes, there are turnovers of aggression. I mean, the guys trying to force maybe a pass.
Yeah. And that's
different, right?
That's different. That's not what I'm talking. I talk about that every day for 3 years. I don't know if anybody's heard me, but that's something that I always focus on. But we're talking more in terms of actual fundamental precision passing. We need to work on that.
Andre just mentioned that maybe the first couple of days Nick Young didn't want to disrupt the flow, but they're already on him to shoot the ball. He passed up a couple shots. Andre doesn't want him to not do his thing. Have you noticed already that group in a good rhythm?
I've been saying the same thing to Nick. Shoot it. You know, and the whole thing for any of our new guys is to understand that we want the first good shot we can find. If we don't have a good shot, try to get a great shot. But you know, let's keep the ball moving, but be aggressive and find that balance. I don't want Nick out there thinking. He's one of the best shooters in the league, and he should let it fly every time he's open. And then as he gets more comfortable with the guys, he'll understand where those opportunities will come and when to move the ball on, when to shoot it.
You said that he considers you the best shooter. Does that buy any currency?
Who said that?
Nick said
Yes,
Nick does?
Yeah.
That's buttering me up, trying to get some playing time. I would say with this group, I'm like a distant fifth, probably. Steph, Clay, not in any particular order, but I can tell you the guys who I can't beat right now. Steph, Clay, Andre, no, I'll beat Andre, I'll take care of him. Steph, Clay, KD, Nick.
Just watch Omri knock down about 9.
I may be about 7th and somewhere
What
there.
about your prime?
But about half of them I can take care of.
What about your prime?
What about who?
Your prime. Your prime.
And my prime. We don't go there, Chris. we don't talk about that. Now you start sounding like the old guy, like everybody else. Well, I would have been way better than all these guys.
With the number of serious issues that have been bandied about the past couple of days, do you have to dig deeper to try and get to that fun quotient that you always want to have with this team, or is it still there?
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. Yeah. Sometimes even the serious issues can bring some humor to the surface. So, we're still laughing and having fun, and part of that is just it's what we do for a living. We get to play basketball. We're pretty lucky.
Steve, a point you made earlier about finding ways to keep your edge. Do you think in any way what teams are doing as far as bolstering their roster ties into that?
Sure. Yeah, we see everybody getting better, and we know people are gunning for us, and our guys are all basketball fans. They all read everything and see what everybody else is doing. So I think it's a motivating factor that everybody's getting better in the West.
How do you want the team to use that motivation properly?
I just don't want them to lose their edge. That's the main thing. What I talked to them today about was this team has been in the top 5 in defensive efficiency for 4 straight seasons. That can't change. That has to change. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that number. As long as we're defending, I know we're going to score. I know we're going to be fine. But as soon as you lose your defensive edge in this league, that's when you're vulnerable.
I know it's kind of having a conversation about whether or not you'll do anything for the national anthem. Do you
No,
have that
we haven't had that
Do you
conversation.
see yourself having that conversation with the
Only if the players want to have that conversation. It's not something we've thought about right now.
You guys have already made quite a bit of history the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, do you sense that these guys have a sense of their own history now and that they don't want to really let it's part of their motivation?
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, I think what we try to emphasize is not so much, how many championships or, where our place in history is going to be or anything like that. It's just, man, we're lucky right now. We're in a great era where we've got a bunch of talent, great guys, unselfish. Like, let's squeeze every drop out of the orange. But there's always unforeseen circumstances that you can't control. So what can we control? That's our attitude, our work ethic, our commitment to each other, and our guys have a great sense of that. They know how lucky we all are to be in this situation right now. We got to make the most of it.
How's new coaches look today? I know you only got 3.
Yeah, George Niang can really play. Great passer. He's improved his shooting quite a bit. I think Nick looked better today, more comfortable. Omri can really play. I mean, he's got a great knack for cutting and passing. Just fits so well into our group because of his skill set. And who else are you asking about? Oh, Jordan Bell. Yeah, sure. I mentioned George before the other 3 guys. You're going to take note of it. I'm just thinking about all the new guys who are here. Jordan's good. Jordan's learning a lot quickly, and he's, we got a lot to work with him on, but he's got a good natural feel for the game, and he's going to get better and better.
Bringing back all 3.
It seems like you have a pretty open policy when it comes to having coaches want to watch practice.
Yeah.
Why are you okay with that, and what do you think they get out of it?
Well, we're not hiding anything. We don't have any secrets, and these guys, if they're interested in coming to watch us practice, there's no harm in it, and there's a lot of benefit. I like for them to see what we're doing, and if it helps them and their teams, that's helping players develop, and so I'm all for it.
Steve, bringing back all 3 of your veteran centers, what have you told Jamie James about what you expect from him, and where is he starting this year as opposed to last year in terms of how he will impact this team?
Well, he's got a year under his belt now, and he's healthy. Remember last year he had the injury right away, so this is his first real season with where he's starting fresh. And I don't tell anybody like where they rank on the pecking order, totem pole, however you want to call it. So you just got to play, and you never know how this stuff turns out. If a guy's good enough to play, we're going to play him. And he is really good, but he's got a lot of good guys at his same position too. And the other thing that hurts all the centers is that there's no more 4 men anymore. So David West used to be a 4. Mm-hmm. Now he's 5. Looney, 10 years ago would have been a 4. Now he's a 5. So as a result, we end up with 6 centers on a roster that 10 years ago you would have said, well, maybe it's 3 centers and 3 4s. Now you're either a 5 or you're a 3. The 4 position has almost been eliminated from the NBA, unless you're Draymond Green, and then you just play whatever the hell position you want to call it.
Steve, when you're looking at the Miller trade, what were your kind of initial impressions of not only how that obviously affects the dynamic from his obvious talent, but just when you're looking at the mix of the guys he's joining?
Honestly, I didn't think about it at all. It's interesting to follow as a fan. As a coach, we'll worry about OKC when we play them, but I didn't spend any time yesterday thinking about it. It's just it's fun to follow all the movement and a lot of stuff going on in the league.
Because when you was on the time you spent with Portland, with Penfield, it was a deep squad. Did you learn anything about just rotations at that time and how guys were used?
And I learned that it was so deep that I didn't really get to play much. That's what I learned. No, I mean, our team the last couple of years has been really deep. And the one thing I've learned over the years, both as a player and as a coach, is I like to play a lot of people. You guys know that. I think there's something very powerful in guys 9 through 15 getting a chance to play once in a while and not leaving them hanging out to dry. And we have the luxury of doing that because we have a lot of talent. And so I think that's been a good dynamic for our team over the last few years, and that'll continue this year. It's playing a lot of bodies.
Is it just our imagination, or is Steph Curry put on just a little bit of both?
I didn't notice, but I've not asked the training staff about his measurement. I have added some weight, so I don't know if that matters to you.
How much?
You have to wear more shirtless or sleeveless shirts.
Well, no, because unfortunately the weight did not go up here. It was right in here. But I have added 10, 12 pounds. Usually they say you've added 10, 12 pounds of muscle. That's like always the phrase. It's definitely not the case for me.
There's some good restaurants you went to.
Something like that, yeah.
Andre mentioned that he thought Clay had dropped a few pounds, and Clay does look pretty
I
lean.
think Clay looks good. I think he's in better shape than he was last year. I think most of the guys are in good condition. All right.
Wait, is this a good weight for you? No, I mean, when you were not feeling well. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Are you at a place where you feel good at this weight?
Yeah. I mean,
Because you
when
looked
this first
very lean
started.
when you were sick.
No, when this first started, I lost a bunch of weight, and it was
Okay.
it was not good.
I'm
So
not crying, but I'm just.
No,
yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of Kerr?
Oh yeah. Thank you. I forgot to.
Did he get to skip
mention that.
practice?
Yeah. So Jaron got to skip practice because he went into the Stanford Hall of Fame. So we're going to fine him for missing practice, but we're still very proud of him for getting in the Hall of Fame, and we'll have a little fun with that tomorrow when he comes back.
What's his story?
We'll tell you tomorrow. But no, it's a great honor. Coaches pointed out to Jaron that it was not the academic Hall of Fame at Stanford, which would be really impressive. But still, the athletic Hall of Fame is pretty big time too.
What's his fine?
His fine? I don't know yet. I haven't yet determined that. So. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.